Oh, you fucking owned, you cloak asshole.
What is going on, YouTube? Apologies for my potty mouth, foul language in that intro clip, but if there's one thing that drives me bonkers in multiplayer are the cloak killers. Maybe it's because I'm terrible at it and I'm actually still Mark 1 with cloak, because I just refuse to be that guy that sits in corners, cloak the whole time, running out just to knife someone in the back. Drives me bonkers. So what's up, guys? 'Tis Mesa Sean again, bringing my subject of trying to be objective opinion, and I'm trying to make that my moniker. You know how everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of YouTubers have kind of an intro moniker, and if you haven't noticed, I've been trying to do that. I'm not sure if it's working out quite that well, but hopefully you guys will let me know. Anyway, happy 4th of July, guys. Hopefully this video is going up on 4th of July, and if you celebrate 4th of July, be sure to be safe. Don't blow any fingers or hands or limbs off. You know, you need those thumbs and, you know, fingers to get on your PS4 controller, damn it. But my 4th of July, I'm just going to be dealing with this guy on your screen right now. See, I have a rescue Jack Russell Terrier who is deathly terrified of thunder and especially fireworks. So basically, I won't be getting any sleep because every 4th of July, he puts his little Jack Russell hiney next to my head and shakes violently all night. So no sleep for me. But let's not get off on a tangent. So this is going to be a two-part video, well, two-part series, whatever you want to call it, where I'm collecting and soliciting feedback from the Facebook community page, link in the description below and on your screen right now, and as well as the KillZone forums. I wanted to do one video all about Intercept and things that we would like, or the community would like, addressed, and as well as multiplayer. The multiplayer one's going to be pretty in-depth, because I have a lot to talk about, and the community has a lot of things that, you know, they want to talk about. And the reason why that I wanted to do this is because I could just imagine being from a developer perspective or community manager perspective and having to go through forums and dig through 20 posts saying that Killzone's dead, or it's nothing like Killzone 3, or this sucks, and that, and you know, to find that one gem where, hey, maybe try this. I think this might really work. You know, I just can't imagine that. So what I'm trying to do is, I mean, frankly, when I go on the Killzone forums, I mean, I always say I have the attention span of an angry mosquito. I can't sift through all those, you know, pages. I wanted to get some information on why everyone's pissed about the war zones, and there was, you know, 10 different threads. So I just made it my own thread, and everyone's commenting in there, so I can definitely, you know, plead a good case. And it's not even about the vids. Both are not going to be about bashing anything. It's just going to be about addressing things and how can we improve the experience. You know, it's simple as that. We love the game, and we want to love it more, and we want to keep loving it, because just to point out, you know, most of us know that Guerrilla Games, I believe, filed for or has another IP that's in the works. If you know what IP means, that's intellectual property, and I'm pretty sure, or the community is pretty sure, that it's not going to be another Killzone title. Don't quote me on that. So if it's not, then we're going to have a pretty long life cycle for this particular game. So let's, instead of complaining about everything, let's make the best of it and extend the life cycle of this game. I don't want to have to go back to playing Call of Duty Ghosts. Please don't make me do it. I was so happy that Clan Wars was canceled this week because of the holiday. But I know next week, from Wednesday to Friday, I have to play. Otherwise, I'm probably going to get kicked out of my Ghost Clan. But maybe that's for the better? I don't know. But anyway, this video is going to be all about Intercept, and let's just talk about some things that could be improved, and also some questions from the community. So the first thing that I want to address is either the map default or the choices for maps after games. I've noticed every time I've started a new game, or I'm in a party with 4 people and we start a new game, it always defaults to the highway. Here's the problem with that. If you get sick of that, okay, and you keep playing the highway, when you go to say then choose, like we wanted to do our first long game, and there's 4 of us in a party, and of course it got defaulted to highway, and I really did not want to play the long mode on highway. I really wanted to play it on market. So if there's a way that you could change so that the default really is randomized, whether it's a start of a brand new game with 4 totally random people, or if you're in a party of 4 people, because it seems every time, and I'm not sure if it's just me, but it's happened literally every time I've been in a party of 4 or have joined a game where the game didn't start yet, it's always on highway. So if they could change that so that it's randomly selected to be something else, that'd be super. So also with regard to maps after games, if you could limit it to just 2 maps that people can vote for, not all 4. I say that because it seems like no one ever votes for Outpost. I actually would like to play it. I think I've only played that map maybe twice, like maybe the first day that I got into co-op, but other than that, no one ever votes for it. So I kind of think it would be a cool idea if you just have only 2 maps and randomize it that people can vote on to play for the next round. It's kind of like how, I'll just bring an example, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Whenever the game finished, all the people in the lobby, you had 2 maps to choose from, and then a randomized map, which you had no idea what would come up. So basically people had, kind of 3 choices, and, they were almost forced to play maps that, people probably would leave the lobby for. So, I don't know. I just think it would break up the monotony a little bit, because there was one time I was in a lobby of randoms, we were communicating and everything, but literally Market got voted 3 times, and I bailed on the 2nd time, because I was like, I'm not playing it a 3rd time. I love Market. It's my favorite map, but I'm not playing it 3 times in a row. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the difficulty level, and I think the consensus in the community is that it feels too easy and it feels too repetitive, and I think that that's turning off people a lot. I think in all the hours I've logged in, I only had maybe 2 games that were actually really got hard, where it was to the point where we were getting triple capped. It seemed like the hordes were coming from everywhere, not just at one single time they're going to C, or one single time they're going for C and A or something like that, but they literally were everywhere, and we were using kill streaks, and I'm sorry, I always call them kill streaks. The capacitor bonuses, we were using ones that we normally would never use, like the full recapture and stuff. We had to use it a couple of times because we were getting mauled, and the game went on for a good hour, and that was only regular, the 3000 one, and that game was a ton of fun. So I think just, the consensus from everyone is they want it harder, and I think that will breathe, or I don't know, breathe life into it, but extend the life into co-op, because I feel like people are leaving, or people may leave. I don't have the metrics, I don't see the number of people that are in the lobbies right now, but I think it'll keep people around longer if it gets more challenging. And because one of the things I find is that when it's too easy, we're all pretty much using the same capacitor bonuses. We're always going to go for our jetpacks first, and that mainly has to do it because the medic and the tactician start off with some pretty low-level guns, and that's not very usable in a firefight. But also, the mortar strike occasionally, but that's more just for fun. Like, you don't really need it. Turrets and double damage. But it would be really cool if the difficulty went up, and people had more of a reason to go into those other capacitor bonuses that, we normally never use. So that's just an idea. And then also leads me to the bosses. They just seem way too easy, and they just seem like kind of bullet shields, shields, what am I saying? They seem like, just bullet mag. Why can't I come up with the right word? They're basically bullet sponges. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. That they just take damage and really don't put up that much of a fight. I mean, the one dude, this guy right here with his, minigun, he almost never kills me, and especially when you have a jetpack on, he moves so slow. So I think people want more challenging bosses, because when the music comes, I remember when the first time the bosses came into the game and the music came on, we were all like, oh shit, here we go, we got a boss, it's gonna be, and then it was like, all right, he's dead, or she's dead, Echo is dead. It just seemed too easy. So so just back on the difficulty thing, I think we want it more difficult. We want the bosses to be more challenging, and but at the same time, I could be talking out of my ass right now, and that maybe it's been so easy because my challenges are not ranked up. I don't know how or what metrics you use to to actually calculate the difficulty level, whether it's based on where you are in terms of tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I'm only on tier 3 on one class, tier 2 and 1 on the others. So just some thoughts on the difficulty. A quick thing also that I would address is not making people pay a penalty for joining a losing game, because you know how basically you have to pay to respawn in, and if you join a game that's in progress and they're taking a beating, you kind of have to sit around and hope that they're going to get some points. There's a few games where I joined in and just had to take the loss because there was maybe only 1 or 2 people that were in the game that I joined, and I couldn't spawn in because they didn't have enough points in there. So I think if someone joins a game that's already in progress, they should just have a free respawn. I mean, should have a free spawn and not have to pay for it. And the last thing that I want to cover is the challenges, and I think the confusion is pretty much cleared up with regards to the whole tier 1, tier 2, and tier 2 unlocks your first gun and 3 will unlock a gun, and how if you complete tier 1 you don't get a gun, whatever. But the challenges, they do seem a bit much for, say, and I'm just going to speak for the medic and attack. Well, I'm going to speak for the tactician first and foremost, because now that I made it to tier 2, I got to get 200 Ripper kills and still the headshots. And just to reiterate, guys, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in other videos. To get your headshots with any class, it just has to be with any gun in that class. So the easiest way to do that is to use the jetpack, because of your reticle. Your shooting reticle is pretty small, and it's a bit easier to get headshots with it. But say for the tactician, I mean, to get 200 Ripper kills just to get the Judas, which, from what I heard, someone else who went through and got to tier 5 with the tactician, that's a real pain in the ass. Also, is trying to get 200 Judas kills with with that particular weapon. Now, granted, I do understand the tactician, or at least whenever I play, I'll get the most kills more than anyone in the game because of the turrets, and the well-placed turrets, not just putting them on every particular capture point, but really putting them where the enemy's coming from. I'll always get the most kills. But that makes it really hard for me to get my Ripper kills, and that goes back to the repetitiveness and how people might get turned off, because, like, say I'll sit down and say, okay, you know what, I gotta get these Ripper kills. I'll start doing it, and then it just gets so frustrating that I'm like, you know what, I want to have fun. This is not fun trying to get Ripper kills, and I'll switch to my favorite class, which is Marksman, and just start beasting people. Or beasting bots, for that matter. But yeah, just something to consider. You might want to tweak the challenges a little bit. I don't know. Based on your metrics, you guys can see how many people have made it to tier 5, or are people giving up after tier 2? Are they sticking with it? I don't know. That's stuff, obviously, that you guys have to look into. And for the medic, it looks like the first tier, the first gun you unlock will be the sickle, and I picked one up as a marksman, and it looks beastly. It felt godly. It feels like pre-nerf multiplayer sickle, so that that I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, definitely I would take a look and see what you could do about some of the challenges. Take a look and see if people are giving up after that. Because I know, say, for Assault, I'm not going anything past the Rumbler. I don't need anything else. As I mentioned before in previous videos, I'm not a challenged person. I don't care about the number next to me. I only want to unlock the things that I like to use. It's probably why my KDR's so low in multiplayer at just a 1.01 and whatever going anywhere, because I don't care about challenges. I'm not going to die just to get, to have a number go higher next to my name. I just want the things I want to unlock, and that's it. I'm Ghost. And once I'm Ghost, I'm just all about having fun. And so I just care about my unlocks, and I'm going to have fun then. So wrapping this up, I know I've said that before, but I'm not going to go into detail on this because we don't know what's coming down, down the road with expansion with co-op. But everyone would like to see different modes instead of just if you're going to give us more maps, that's wonderful. But I think everyone agrees that it does add to the repetitiveness if we're only playing basically a version of capture and hold the whole time. I think people, I can't comment to this, but one of the common threads I've seen on the KillZone forums is bringing operations back. And I'm not familiar with that, obviously, because I'm a noob to KillZone Shadowfall. I'm a convert. I'm a guy that put 19 days in on Call of Duty Ghost before I discovered this lovely game. And now my Call of Duty Ghost disc is collecting dust. But yeah, people want more. They want more objectives, and I think that will really spice up this game. Because think about it, we got 4 killer maps already, and then in the next expansion for co-op, if we got some more maps, but then some new modes to choose from, because let's say you could choose. Let's say the next expansion pack comes with 4 new maps, right? So now we got 8 maps total. But then you can vote on, well, do you want to do DMZ with the capture and hold theme? I don't even know what we're calling this right now, or do we want to play mark it with some other game on. I don't know. You know, that's just totally. I'm talking out my ass now. I'm sorry, but the feedback from the community is that they really would like to see more modes. I think it might really add to the repetitiveness if we just get a bunch of new maps over the course of this game, and there's no new modes. It's just the same capture and hold, same difficulty, same easy bosses. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to, you know, put this all kind of in a nicely wrapped package. Well, as nice as I can wrap it with my stuttering and my not doing double takes when I screw up words, but that's just me, guys, and hopefully it adds a little charm to it. But that's it. So my next video is going to be all about multiplayer, and that's going to be a little lengthy one. And again, it's not bashing, it's not complaining, it's just going to be putting everything together just in a nice package as how we can make multiplayer the best it can be right now. And because we're going to have this game probably for a long time if there's not another KillZone, you know, title coming out, and with other games, you know, like Destiny and Advanced Warfare coming out, you know, I would like to continue playing this game, you know, for a while if we're not getting another KillZone. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. As always, if you like this video, please like the video, click that like button, please share it. Should I pull the wolf thing? Yeah, okay, fuck it. Pretty please, with sugar on top, share the fucking video. And that's it, guys. If I missed anything, or there's anything that you want to talk about or added to co-op, please leave it in the comment section. Not in the comment section on the thread I'm going to post this on the KillZone forum, but in the comments of this video, because I will tweet this to all the folks at GG. And I got to thank everyone at GG. They've been so kind to me in terms of retweets, and that goes out to Jeroen, goes out to Mr. Ebolt, it goes out to Samrat. Who else do we got? Steve, Herman, you know, everyone's, and I'm gonna butcher your name, man. I'm so sorry. The gentleman with the wonderful hair, P. Torkin or something is his Twitter handle. I don't know, he's just got wonderful hair, and I wish I had hair like that, but I don't. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope to see you guys in the next video.